In this video, I am going to discuss about the response spectrum analysis for the seismic. So just going for geometry, run structure wizard. We are going to create the structure by using this method. Go for frame model templates and bay frame. I'm just going to take the length as 16 and height let it be 15 and width is 12 here. So this is 4 and this is 5 and this is 3 and click on apply. And just I'm going to close this. Would you like to transfer? Yes, and click on OK. So just follow the method first, understand the method here. We have to go for the general. So up to supports and properties it is similar. So just go for define and I'm going to define properties all as 0.45 cross 0.45 for columns again, and for beams it is 0.3 and this is 0.23, and click on add and close. So now I want to assign this for columns. Go for select beams parallel to Y, and you can go for assign to selected beams, assign and yes. And similarly you can select the second material or second property, select beams parallel to Y, and here I am going for inverse selection. By inverse beam selection, assign to selected beams and assign yes. So we got the properties, and if you want to cross check, simply you can go for render view whether all the properties has been assigned or not, and just go for close. And next step is assigning the support conditions. So generally for buildings we are going to assign the fixed support, so I'm just going to take the fixed support again. Select the support to go for the front view and just select this one. Assign to selected nodes, assign. And next step is go for loads and definition. Here we need to apply the definition first. We need to create the seismic definition. Click on seismic definitions and just go for Indian code 2002-2005 IS 1893. And under parameters we need to give the parameters as which we have given for static analysis also. So you need to select the zone or the city under which the structure is located. So just I'm going for zone 5 for example, that is 0.36 here, and it is a special RC moment resisting and all general building. I'm going to take something around medium soil, okay, and it is a RC building frame. So you can either reduce this damping ratio, you can keep 1% or 0% for accurate results. Otherwise this TAD will be creating them, it will take some value there. So you need to change the damping ratio value here also, take it as 0 here and click on add. And just we need to apply the floor weights or whatever the loads coming on the structure. In this case I'm going to consider the floor weights. So again I'm just going to take -5 kilonewton per meter square as dead load. So that is acting from 4 to 2, this is 3 meter to 15 meters. So 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15. Okay. So click on add. This is dead load, and another live load I'm just going to take 3 kilonewton per meter square and click on add. So you can add for each and every floor. So right now I have taken two loads. One is dead load and another one is live load. Click on load case details. Click on add. So just similarly you have to create the dead load case. So if you want to rename, simply go for DL. Click on add, and similarly you can go for live load. Click on add, and similarly third one is seismic load. If you want to rename this, you can rename this. I'm just renaming it as RS, response spectrum. So load case I want to rename this as LL, live load. Just go for change and close. Under dead load I want to define this floor weight. Just go for floor loads and I want to define it as something around -5 and click on global Y. Just define the Y range here. Y range is starting from 3 to 15 and click on add and just close this one. And similarly live load, click on add and live load value is -3. Just go for flow load and pressure is of -3 kilonewton per meter square and acting from 3 meter height to 15 meter height, and click on add and close. So next one for RS, what we have to do is in response spectrum analysis, whatever the loads we have defined in definition, that has to be assigned for all the directions X, Y and Z. Okay. So that's why I have taken only 2 loads. You can experiment with different loads there. So I have taken flow load. So dead load is minus 5 kilonewton per meter square, which is acting from 3 meter height to 15 meter height. So you have to select global X first. Click on add. Similarly global Y, add, and global Z, add. So you can observe that this load has been acting from XYZ directions in all the 3 directions. And next one is minus 3, which is a live load. So that is acting at 3 meter to 15 meter height. Similarly, global X again, add, and global Y, add, or enter key, anything is okay. Similarly, global Z, add, and close. Okay. So you can observe that all the loads has been assigned in XYZ direction. So actually we need to apply the response spectrum here. Just go for response spectrum and you have to select the IS1893. Here there are different combination method, how the combinations has to be taken there. Square root of square method, absolute, quadratic methods, etc. There are so many methods there. So STAT will automatically choose that one, though whatever method we are going to give there. So we have to define the soil type which we have considered for the definition. And coming to this, we need to give the damping ratio as 0 here. And coming to this directions, we need to use some factor, okay, which we need to calculate by using the formula Z by 2 into I by R. And depending upon soil conditions and damping ratios, etc., this average response acceleration coefficient will be automatically calculated. By knowing all this, we can find out the base shear force that is coming due to this seismic load, okay. So here the zone factor is 0.36 here, okay. 0.36 divided by 2 into I by R. I value is 1 and R value is 5. Z by R. So Z by R into I by 2. So after calculating this value, I am going to get 0.036. If you want to calculate, you can just go for calculator and you can calculate the value there. In StatPro, you can go for tools menu. So Z value is 0.36 divided by 2, Z by 2 into I by R. So we got 0.18 into I by R, 1 divided by 2. So we got overall value as, 1 second, so into 0.18. So we got, once again we'll calculate, Z by 2, so 0.36 divided by 2 is 0.18. So 0.18 into 2. So 0.18 into 2. So we are going to get 0.18 into 0.2. So I by R, right? 1 by 5 is 0.2. So we are going to get this 0.036 here. Just simply apply that. If you want to find out the VB, that is base shear force in Z direction also, you have to give the same value. So 0.036. So let us find for each and every direction. Let us find out for X direction. If you want to find out for Z direction, you can either give here or you can create another case and you can give the same method again. So let us go for X direction right now. Click on add and close. So make sure that you are going to get this one. So close, and after that we have to go for analysis print command and click on all here and add and close. So if you want to get member forces as we have seen in static method, you can go for post print and simply go for define commands, and simply you can go for member forces and click on assign, and similarly member stresses, click on assign and close. Let us go for analyze now. Click on run analysis and save. So whatever forces or whatever the loads we are going to define in definition, that has to be given in all the 3 directions in response spectrum case, okay. And then you have to add the response spectrum method also. So just go for view output file and click on done here. So yeah, it is loading here. The number of pages is loading here. You can observe that here. If you want to check the warnings, you can go for that. So as I said, whatever the method we are going to give there, combination method, STAT will automatically change that, okay. CSM method has been adopted here, and yeah, so this is not matching, okay. So let us go for results now. And you can check the peak story shear forces. Okay, at base how much we have got is 968. On the topmost floor we got 322, and for fourth floor it will be added. Okay, when coming from top to bottom the shear force will be added up. Okay, and you can go for what is the dynamic weight we got and what is the total modal weight we got due to this seismic load. Simply you can check these all these steps here. For first 6 modes, what was the frequency, what was the period here. Okay, so you can check all these here, and you can go for participation factor. For different methods, what is the shear force we got, base shear force. Since I've given for only x direction, we got this one. If you have given for z direction also, you would have got this one also. So yeah, the calculated damping in global x direction, percentage of damping used is 0%. And in case if you got any note, okay, saying that if you have to multiply with so and so factor, you have to multiply that value with the response spectrum value here. Okay, so if you are getting any factor over there, just go for RS, and whatever the 0.036 we have given value, so you have to multiply that factor. In case in the output if you are going to get any factor, I mean like any note saying that you have to multiply with this factor. Okay, otherwise whatever the design we got, I mean whatever the analysis results we got, that is perfect. Okay, so the member forces and stresses, we got the list of the member stresses and member forces like this. So this is the metaphor response spectrum analysis.